my trusted friend. We've known each other since we were 9 or 10. Together we climbed hills and trees, learned of love and ABCs, skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that spring is in the air, pretty girls are everywhere. Think of me and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. Goodbye, Papa, please pray for me. I was the black sheep of the family. You tried to teach me right from wrong, too much wine and too much song. Wonder how I got along. Goodbye, Papa, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that spring is in the air, little children everywhere. When you see them, I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. Michelle, my little one, you gave me love and helped me find the sun. And every time that I was down, you would always come around, get my feet back on the ground. Goodbye, Michelle, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that spring is in the air, with the flowers everywhere, wish that we could both be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the stars we could reach were just starfish on the beach. All our lives we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. I saw you with your new love today, although I tried to turn my head and look the other way. Just being there so close to you was more than I could bear. Although I've tried, I can't forget about our love affair. Congratulations was so hard to say as I shook your new love's hand, you looked the other way. Although my dreams have ended, I've tried to smile and say I'm a loser, but congratulations anyway. But I can't hide my broken heart, no matter what I do. forget the love we shared somehow. But let me be the first to say congratulations now. Congratulations was so hard to say as I shook your new love's hand, you looked the other way. Although my dreams have ended, I've tried to smile and say I'm a loser, but congratulations anyway. I'm a loser, but congratulations anyway.
I left old Ireland like many more, came over to England in late '64. My father and mother begged me not to go. How I wish I had listened to them years ago. I could see the 5 crossroads from the top of the hill. Look over the corner, so peaceful and still. How well I remember the long winter nights, with the cards and the ceilidhs and the sound of the pipe. Manchester City, the place I call home. Manchester City, I feel so alone. Each night when I'm sleeping, one dream comes to me, to return to my homeland and my own Lisnagree. In Fleckbarnon and Morgan, Brennan and Boyd, 16 pipers and drummers, and they all looked so proud. They'd marched down to Katy early on Christmas Eve. How I wish I was with them in my own Lisnagree. But I am an exile, and here I must stay. But I hope to return to old Ireland someday. Each time when I visit, it gets harder to leave. I wish I was back in my own Lisnagree. Manchester City, the place I call home. Manchester City, I feel so alone. Each night when I'm sleeping, one dream comes to me, to return to my homeland and my own Lisnagree. To return to old Ireland and my own Lisnagree.
I'll always remember the song they were playing the first time we danced, and I knew as we swayed to the music and held to each other, I fell in love with you. Together it feels my partner every night. When we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner every night? When we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life?
In Mullingar town, with the sun shining down, at the flags and the fish and the fairs, at the weddings and wakes and the sports by the lakes, I played tunes till the dawn of the day. And by the old Dublin Bridge I played reels and slipped jigs, and me fingers they danced up and down. Now I long for the day when again I will play the old squeeze box in Mullingar town. I remember the day when I earned my first pay. I went off to the second-hand shop, paid 10 shillings down, and each week a half a crown, till I paid for me red button box. I practiced all day till I learned how to play, till me fingers they danced up and down. In my little bedroom I learned my first tune on me squeeze box in Mullingar town. Each year on the day I went off to play at the Fesh in the Grand County Hall, and me being right proud with a mighty fine crowd of 350 in all. Step dancers galore, they could burn up the floor. My musicians made beautiful sounds, but they all came to see little Dawson and me squeeze box in Mullingar town. By the old Market Square, my place I take there, neath the chimes of the bell tower clock, where I'd put down me cap and I'd button me strap, and I'd tune up and shine up me box. You're a fine decent man, and God bless you, madame. Just some days I'd near make a pound in the shade on the wall, next the second-hand stall, on me squeeze box in Mullingar town. In Mullingar town, with the sun shining down, at the flies and the fish and the fairs, at the weddings and wakes and the sports by the lakes, I played tunes till the dawn of the day. And by the old Dublin Bridge I played reels and slipped jigs, and me fingers they danced up and down. How I long for the day when again I will play the old squeeze box in Mullingar town. The old squeeze box in Mullingar town. walked out one morning, going to Carmarthen Fair. I spied a pretty maiden with sunlight in her hair, and her way was so delightful, her voice rang like a bell. And as I overtook her, I asked if she was well. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Carmarthen Oak. And as I approached Carmarthen, the girl at me did stare, and she asked me why I raised my hat to a tree so old and bare. So I told her of the legend, if the tree should e'er come down, there would be a great disaster in old Carmarthen town. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Carmarthen Oak. It was then she started laughing, and my face grew very red, and she said that only fools believe what old Welsh legends say. But the laughing was contagious, and I fell beneath the spell. By the time we reached the marketplace, I began to laugh as well. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Carmarthen Oak. As I sit here by my fireside, it's the autumn of my life, and the lovely girl I met that day is now my darling wife. Though I have a lovely daughter and a son to push my yoke, and it's all because I raised my hat to the old Carmarthen Oak. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Carmarthen Oak. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Carmarthen Oak. Lay down your woolen shawl, my love, I swear it is no joke, and I'll tell to you the story of the old Carmarthen Oak.
Stars up above you, there never will be any other. I'll love you forever and ever. The sun may stop shining in heaven, the salty old sea may run dry, the man in the moon may stop smiling, but I'll always be by your side. Forever and ever I'll love you. I swear by the stars up above you, there never will be any other. I'll love you forever and ever. No other lips ever will kiss me, no other heart ever will miss me. I'll love you forever and ever. Forever and ever I'll love you. I swear by the stars up above, but you. There never will be any other. I'll love you forever and ever. It takes people like you to make people like me. From the great Rocky Mountains to the shores of the sea, from the sands of the desert to the tall oak tree. It takes people like you to make people like me. Those skies may turn gray for a while. You can't brighten each day with a smile. And wherever you go, I want you to know it takes people like you to make people like me. It takes people like you to make people like me. From the snows of Alaska down to sunny Tennessee, and from New York City to Los Angeles. It takes people like you to make people like me. Those skies may turn gray for a while. You can't brighten each day with a smile. And wherever you go, I want you to know it takes people like you to make people like me. It takes people like you to make people like me.
Is it a kind of dream floating out on the tide, following the river of death downstream? Or is it a dream? There's a fog along the horizon, a strange glow in the sky, and nobody seems to know where you go, and what does it mean? Oh, is it a dream? Bright eyes burning like fire, bright eyes, how can you close and fade? How can the light that burns so brightly suddenly burn so pale? Bright eyes. Is it a kind of shadow reaching into the night, wandering over the hills? so pale, bright eyes, bright eyes, burning like fire, bright eyes, how can you close and fail? How can the light that burns so brightly suddenly burn so pale, bright eyes?
From Dr. Hook. Thank you.
Who's gonna water my plants? Who's gonna patch my pants? And who's gonna give me the chance to feel brand new? Who's gonna iron my shirts? Who's gonna kiss where it hurts? And who needs a man when he flirts the way I do? If not you, if not you. If not you, tell me who. If not you, who's gonna wake me on time? Who'll smile and say I look fine? And who's gonna stay on my mind the whole day through? Who's gonna see that I'm fed? Then who's gonna want me in bed? But who'll watch TV instead because I do? If not you, tell me who. If not you,
Years from now, I'll want you years from now, and I'll hold you years from now, as I love you tonight. You are my one true friend, always my one true friend, and I love you till I say, as I love you tonight. I know this world that we live in can be hard now and then, and it will be again. Many times we've been down, still love has kept us together. The flame never dies when I look in your eyes.
the future I see. Wanting you years from now, and holding you years from now, and loving you years from now, as I love you can be hard now and then, and it will be again. Many times we've been down. Still love has kept us together. The flame never dies. When I look in your eyes, the future I see. Wanting you years from now, holding you years from now, and loving you years from now, as I love you Out of all of the nights I remember, of all of the loves I recall, there are many who live in my memory, but you were the sweetest of all. Wasn't it sweetest of all, babe? Wasn't it sweetest of all? I wasn't your first love, I wasn't your last, but wasn't it sweetest of all? Sometimes I still think about you. Sometimes I wish that you'd call. Sometimes I feel like you're lying here with me, and it's still the sweetest of all. So keep your goodbyes in your pocket. You ain't going nowhere at all. Your memory is staying here with me, 'cause you were the sweetest of all. Sweetest of all, babe, wasn't it sweetest of all? Of all of the lovers you let lie beside you, weren't we sweetest of all? Wasn't it sweetest of all, babe? Wasn't it sweetest of all? Of all
and I've sailed the 7 seas. I've got no chains around me, I just wander where I please. Now I met a girl that I can't forget, she just won't leave my mind. And where she lives or where she's gone, I guess I'll never find. She wore a silver locket with the picture of her home, just a lovely little cottage on a hillside all alone. And I wondered where that cottage was, but all she let me know that it was somewhere on the borderline of Galway and Mayo. It's a long, long way from Denver to the west of Ireland. It will justify my journey just to see that lovely land, from the Colorado mountains and their singing whippoorwill to the green, green grass of Ireland and the lovely Mamturk hills. And if I ever find her, how happy I would be with the vision of her beauty that haunts my memory. Still my heart takes me a searching to a land I do not know, to the cottage on the borderline of Galway and Mayo, to the cottage on the borderline of Galway and Mayo. When I was just a little boy, my one and only wish was to get to see the show bands play the marquee in Drumlesh. I'd watch them all arrive in fine wagons and big cars, and I wondered what it would be like to be a country star. My father used to tell me that I was far too small, and I had no chance to go to the dance to see the bands at all. But my mother would get round him that I would get my wish, and we'd go to see the mainlanders in the marquee in Drumlesh. I'd watch him, Miss McMahon, as he played his lead guitar, and I wondered how he got that sound of love so near and far. When Big Tom sang Gentle Mother, sure I can tell you this, that everyone would sing along in the marquee in Drumlesh. Larry and the Mighty Avens were among my favourites too. How I envied Mickey Brady with his fender coloured blue. When Larry sang, he'll have to go low notes he'd never miss. You could hear that Benson echo round the marquee in Drumlesh. Philomena's country flavour would take the old bandstand, and I'd watch young Dan O'Hara pick and play my ramping man. And later on, when I got home, I'd check the old jam jar to see if I had saved enough to buy my first guitar. So next morning with my mother, we went to Longford town, and she bought me that first guitar. I think it cost £12. With radio and records, I'd practice all alone. Soon I had the job with the Highlows and Jean Stewart from Tyrone. And then one Friday evening came that biggest break of all. I was asked to join the Buckaroos with the mighty Brian Call. We played all over Ireland, England and the USA, and I owe a lot to Brian for what I am today. And now the people tell me that I could go far. We play all over Ireland from Cork to Castlebar. The carnival is over, but I still got my wish, for I got my inspiration in the marquee in Drumlish. No, I won't forget the marquee in my native town, Drumlish. She's my girl, she's my world, she's my life to me. Well, she's my girl, she's my world, she's my wife to be. She makes me act and dress my best, keeps me filled with happiness. Well, I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess. What a lucky day it was when I met her. What a lucky street to meet with the best. But don't ask me how I come. In the month of November on a cold stormy day, I left my own home and to town met my way. I met with the young man on the road I did go, and he told me the news of the death of John Joe. John Joe Riley has left us behind. He was called by the Lord to the faithful kind. He called him to heaven, a proud land to show. A true son of Breffni was the gallant John Joe. Brave John O'Reilly, proud is your name. You've raised many sons of great honor and fame, but not even the princess of long, long ago could compare with our sportsman, the gallant John Joe. He led Cavan to victory on that memorable day, in the final against Kerry in New York far away. The next year in Croke Park, when our boys beat Mayo, once again they were led by the gallant John Joe. His record's a proud one without blemish or stain. He played his first football with the famed Corn of Fame. Now he lies in his cold grave where the wildflowers grow. A true son of Breffni was the gallant John Joe. At each corner of Breffni there's sorrow and pain. Such a true-hearted sportsman we'll ne'er see again. Young players may come and old players may go, but there'll ne'er be another like the gallant John Joe. Young players may come and old players may go, but there'll ne'er be another like the gallant John Joe.
Pretend you're happy when you're blue. It isn't very hard to do, and you will find happiness without any
you can call your own. Just close your eyes, you'll be there. You'll never be alone. And if you sing this melody, you'll be pretending just like me. The world is mine, it can be yours, my friend. So why don't you pretend? Can share one you can call your own. Just close your eyes, you'll be there. You'll never be alone. And if you sing this melody, you'll be pretending just like me. The world is mine, it can be yours, my friend. So why don't you pretend? So why don't you pretend? So why don't you pretend?
Thank you very much. Thank you. I would like to give credit to the fellow who wrote this next song, because had it not been for the next song, I might not even be sitting here singing right now. It was written by Bobby Russell, and the name of the song is Honey. See the tree, how big it's grown, but friend, it hasn't been too long. It wasn't big. I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig. Then the first snow came and she ran out to brush the snow away so it wouldn't die. Came running in all excited, slipped and almost hurt herself, and I laughed till I cried. She was always young at heart, kinda dumb and kinda smart, and I loved her so. And I surprised her with a puppy, kept me up all Christmas Eve 2 years ago. And it would sure embarrass her when I came in from working late, 'cause I would know that she'd been sitting there and crying over some sad and silly late show. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you if only I could. She wrecked the car and she was sad and so afraid that I'd be mad. But what the heck? Though I pretended hard to be, guess you could say she saw through me and hugged my neck. I came home unexpectedly and caught her crying needlessly in the middle of the day. And it was in the early spring when flowers bloom and robins sing, she went away. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you if only I could. One day while I was not at home, while she was there and all alone, the angels came. Now all I have are memories of honey, and I wake up nights and call her name. Now my life's an empty stage where honey lived and honey played, and love grew up. And a small cloud passes overhead and cries down on the flower bed that honey loved. And see the tree, how big it's grown, but friend, it hasn't been too long. It wasn't big. And I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig.
Dripping off the brim of my hat, sure is cold today. Here I am walking down 66, wish she hadn't done me that way. Sleeping under a table in a roadside bar, a man could wake up dead, but it sure seemed warmer than it did sleeping in our king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Wind whipping down the neck of my shirt like I ain't got nothing on. But I'd rather fight the wind and rain than what I've been fighting at home. Yonder comes the truck with the U.S. mail, now people writing letters back home. Tomorrow she'll probably want me back, but I'll still be just as gone. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her.
Oh yeah, that's the way that's done right there, Mr. Pride.
Thank you.
When I
we were living here together. Didn't think it could go wrong. I didn't realize the words I wrote just didn't seem to fit the song. Whenever now I hear the phone ring, decide to see that she's not home. I just can't keep up this masquerade. I knew that age is set to come. She doesn't live here anymore. Yes, I know I didn't tell you. She just took off on me the other day. She just went out and closed the door. You must be kidding, I'm not lonely. Hell no, I'm not feeling sore. But if you see her Francis, tell her she doesn't live here anymore. We started fighting for no reason. I guess it always going wrong. I didn't think it was important, and it would pass before too long. But then we had a